We'd like to introduce tonight's color guard, Corey Scott, Adrian Alejandre, Jesus Avendano, and Danielle Stapley. They come forward at this time, please. Due to the rain showers we just had moments before, instead of the playing of the national anthem, we're going to stand together for the pledge to the flag. So if you stand up at this time now. Please join me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Tonight, it's Andrew Duncan and the Palmetto defense trying to contain Southeast Seminoles. It's Palmetto versus Southeast. It's Friday night on Tigervision. Now let's kick it to the booth live with your commentators, Brian Varnador, Rick Wells, and Ken Burton Jr.
Thank you, Jordan. We are live broadcasting from Paradise here in Palmetto, Florida at beautiful Harley Stadium. Welcome home again, everyone. I'm Brian Varnador, and I'm joined tonight by my broadcast partners, Mr. Rick Wells and Ken Burton Jr., and we're so excited to be bringing you the play-by-play action as seen here on Tigervision. Tonight, the Southeast Seminoles have made the short trip north across the Manatee River and are very hungry for a win. It will be very interesting to see how the Seminoles match up versus the Palmetto High defense that has been spectacular so far this season. Earlier this week on Monday night, the Palmetto defense held the Hurricanes to 7 points. Well, tonight it's going to be interesting to see how our Tigers are prepared with two games being played with only a 4-day rest. We really don't know much about Southeast this year as they've come into the game after posting a loss at home versus Nature Coast Tech Sharks out of Brooksville. That's a mouthful. 2 weeks ago. One thing we do know, there's still a lot of skilled players out on Southeast, and looking out there, they are prepared to play tonight. They're looking to reignite the spark in this long-time cross-country county rival. With that being said, I'm going to turn over to my broadcast partner, Mr. Rick Wells, for his thoughts.
Well, thank you, Brian. We're about to kick off here, but it's going to be interesting to see tonight how Palmetto bounces back here. Just 3 full days off for any rest, Kenny, and had to play on Monday night. It was very unusual. Tough defensive game. Tigers played just outstanding on the defensive end of the football, and expecting that tonight as well, Kenny.
Yes, I had the opportunity to go to practice yesterday, and they were still a little miffed about it, so we're underway, Brian.
Julio Martinez kicks this one off, and he's got the ball there at the 20. Shakes tackle up there to the 30. All the way out to the 36-yard line, so nice return. Julio Martinez there for the Seminoles is number 78. Looks like he goes about 5'10" and about 330 bills out there kicking that one off, Rick.
Yeah, and we struggled offensively Monday night, guys. We did not look as sharp as we did against Fort Myers. We were not able to get the running game started. Number 33, Johnny Jones, was injured for that game. He was not in. I look for him to have a big night here against Southeast, and hopefully we can reestablish the running game and give Spicer some help in the passing game as well.
All right, Spicer's taking this one under center. He's got Corey and Brown out there in the backfield with him. 2 receivers out to the left. Hands the ball off to Brown in the center of the field. He's going to be met and tackled there for about a 2-yard loss on the play. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 12.
Yeah, we really need the offensive line to step it up tonight and to give us that power formation that we saw against Fort Myers. We need for them to be dominant on the line and push these guys back. Manatee does not have a big defensive line, so I was a little disappointed that we were not able to do more than we did Monday night. And this is a big D-line for Southeast. These guys are huge.
Looks like we've got Spicer taking this one out of the shotgun. Corey and Brown in the backfield. Elso Garcia in the slot. H-back position gets a block up there initially. Spicer keeps the ball, and he's going to be tackled about 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And this looks exactly like we played against Manatee. Talking to Coach Marino prior to the game, it was just a total breakdown across the board. Missed reads, missed blocks on the line. We've got a guy down here.
Big Rashad Williams is down.
Yes. Reads, penalties, and with this offense, you don't want to be in 2nd and long and 3rd and long. You need to be, you limit what you can do, and we were exposed last Monday having to throw the ball, and but the good thing about it is we've got 6 weeks to get it fixed before Braden River comes into town here for the big district showdown.
Now with 3rd and 12 here, big number 66, Destin Bransford, 5'9", 260-pound, comes in there to replace Rashad at right guard. And now we have Spicer's going to be in the backfield breaking huddle. He's got Sidney Pompey out there as a receiver. Also has Dominique Turner out there, so spreading the field. Reggie White out there to the left. Spicer's going to take this one in the backfield out of the shotgun. Trips receivers over here to the right. Scanning, rolls the right, look for a receiver down the field, throws the ball out there to about the 39-yard line for a completion on the play. Not enough yards. That's going to bring up a punting situation.
Yeah, that was Pompey who was able to dig that pass out of the turf and make a very short reception. And this is exactly what you're talking about, Kenny. We're going to have a hard time with those third and long conversions. We're just not built for that. We've got to establish that run, pick up a good 5-6 yards before we get the third down to be effective.
Now we've got Jacob Sullivan back there to punt. He'll be punting to Tyler Stevenson, the very dangerous Tyler Stevenson. Sullivan hits kind of a knuckle ball out there, as we've seen him do before, rolling, and that's going to be down about the 23-yard line. So with 9 minutes and 49 seconds remaining here in this first quarter, Southeast will have their first possession.
Brian, Rick, we got to keep an eye on Rodson Williams coming out with that injury. I was talking to him before the game. He's one of those guys that goes both ways, and for a fellow that's 6'3", 317, I was talking to him. You got to have a lot of stamina to be able to do that, but it's very critical. He's a big piece of our offensive line and defensive line. Get him back in there.
Gives us a different look up front. We move Zachary White out there, more of a speed defensive tackle out there. Southeast takes a high snap to the middle of the field, fakes it, and he tries to throw the ball. He's going to be tackled there after about a 2-yard gain. Very fortunate to hang on to that one, Rick.
Yeah, very lucky, and trying to get a number there, but looked like that may have been White, and they got a hold of him. It's just going to be a matter of this defense, being dominant again here, Brian, and giving the offense a minute to get started, because we're going to need them tonight.
Tristan Hernandez is taking this one out of the shotgun, rolls to his right, looking for a receiver, steps up, throws one in the dirt there. So that's going to bring up a third down here. So it'll be about a 3rd and 9.
Gentlemen, watching Southeast in their other 2 games, this is a completely different quarterback. They were going with Alex Taylor. He's big there on their basketball team. Shooting guard. This is completely complete big change here at quarterback.
Yeah, that was not a good pass by Hernandez on that play. Didn't get his feet set, just threw a worm burner, which I'm okay with that.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Tristan Hernandez is going to take this one out of the shotgun. He's got one back there. Latrell Peavy's back there with him in the backfield. High snap again. Rolls to the right. Throws a little bubble out there. And he's going to be tackled right there just for about a 1.5, 2-yard gain. So that's going to bring up a punting situation. Good defense, Tigers.
Yeah, real good job. And just like against Manatee guys, the Palmetto defense had one bad play. I say that entire game. We had a fake punt, just a crazy fake punt that picked up about 30 yards. It was like 4th and 12, guys, when they were on their own 30, and we were not expecting it. But other than that, they were wrapping up all night.
Punters goes back there to kick this one away. Bobbles the snap a bit, but gets a nice kick out there. It's going to roll. Mike Collins following that one back there. And it's going to roll down at about the 32-yard line. So the Tigers will start from there.
Yeah, I want to see Mike tonight, not so much on that kick there because it was away from him, but I wanted to see him come up and catch those punts.
Yes.
And we had a punt against Manatee, and Mike could have caught that, could have at least, fear caught it. He didn't do it. It bounced another 15 yards after that, and we needed that series to try to put some points on the board, and we had about 2 minutes to go. We were starting on our 15-yard line. Could have been out of 30.
Right, and if the offense continues to struggle, they need all the shorter the field, the better. And all you got to do is catch it, and let's move on.
Well, the good news is that left guard Rashad Williams has taken the field, hobbling a little bit, but he's back out there. Spicer's got this one out of the shotgun, 3 receivers, bunch formation out here to the right. He has Sidney Pompey in motion going right to left. Fakes that. Spicer's got it, still driving forward, and goes for about a 2-yard, 3-yard gain on the play. So that should bring up a 2nd and 7.
And I think that's what we need to see more of. If we need to spread this offense out, get Jason going here and let him read and carry that ball when he can. I mean, we saw the quarterback for Fort Myers 2 weeks ago dominate offensively with about 200 yards of offense, and all he did was just run the ball from the Wildcat position all night.
Elso Garcia's in the backfield there as the fullback, moves a little bit to the right of the formation. Spicer rolls, hits it out there to Garcia, shakes the tackle, and ball's out and caught there, so it's going to be right about the line of scrimmage. So, well, we survived that one.
Yeah,
Rick.
we got lucky right there. That could have been ugly, and Elso was able to regain control of that ball, but it brings up another 3rd and 7, 3rd and long here, and we have not picked up a first down yet, and we really need to start finding something positive here offensively, because we went 4 quarters against Manatee with not really much to show for it.
One back in the backfield with Spicer, 3 out here to the right, 1 out to the left. Spicer's looking at this one. We're looking to the left of the field, stepping up into the pocket, throws the middle of the field. Got there a little bit early, no interference called on that, so that was intended for Reggie White there. So that's bringing up a punting formation, and we've got a player down on the field.
Yeah, that really was a good play by Harvey, number 8 for Southeast, and Reggie couldn't do much for that. We're lucky it didn't get picked off.
Now, big Chauncey Green for the Seminoles there, number 72, was stepping up in the hole to make that play. And looks like he's got a little bit of a leg injury going there, guys.
Well, we know that the turf's going to be a little wet here for most of the game, I would think. We've got standing water on the track. It came down heavy, not very long, but it came down heavy and hard for a good 15 minutes. So these guys got to be careful out here tonight.
Yeah, that will be a tough loss, because Big Chauncey there goes, as you can see on the screen here at Tigervision, 6 foot, 265. Man, they make my life easy for me. Not only is he big, but he's fast, and he's been flying around out there, and that potentially could be a big loss on the defensive line. Now we have Alfredo Manriquez, going back there to kick this one, and he's going to be kicking it back to the very dangerous Tyler Stevenson. Snap is good. Manriquez gets a good foot into the ball. Receiver coming up to field this one. No fair catch call, and he's going to be tackled at the 49-yard line.
And it goes back to what we were talking about, our punt return. He catches it. Yeah, he only gets a few yards, but they're on our side of the field with a short field already.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not really sure. I'll have to talk to Coach Robbie Stevenson why they switch out punters from time to time. I don't know who has the better leg here, Sully or Freddie.
I think potentially Manriquez has a stronger leg, and but we have seen Jacob Sullivan turn the ball over on several occasions this year, and usually Jacob is trying to down that thing inside of the 10-yard line. Now the quarterback takes this one, hands off to the back. Good pursuit there initially by that was Wyatt, and he goes for about a 1-yard gain, but that was really broken up there in the backfield. Actually, it was Andrew Duncan back there.
It was. Yeah, Andrew gets back there quick and disrupts that play, and they pick up about a yard and a half. Good job by the defense. And the defense has been swarming. They've been playing great defense for the last 2 games, and you can just tell they're very confident.
All right, so now Tristan Hernandez is taking this one out of the shotgun, looking out to the left, now to the middle of the field, steps up, and there's a great play there by Zachary Wyatt.
Yeah, the Wyatt boys, they come from a strong family, a football family, and he was quick off the block there and was able to get there and pick up, I think, his 2nd sack of the year already. But, Zach is not real big, but he is quick and he is strong.
He is hard. Those offensive linemen have a hard time finding him and engaging old Zachary. Now they take the back, a big hole up the middle of the field. He's got the first down, cuts it to the middle of the field, slipping again, and he's going to be tackled at the 30-yard line. So big gain on the play, first down Seminoles.
Yeah, McNeil just comes out and runs right up the middle. Nothing fancy there. Luckily, he did slip, give us an opportunity to kind of regain our position and get him down. But that could have been a touchdown.
Water break
With 5 minutes and 33 seconds remaining here in this first quarter. Ken, what are your observations on that last drive?
Well, on the offense.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it appears they have picked up the game plan from Manatee. They're still struggling all across the board. We need to see 3 to 4 yards a pop so that they can get into those short third downs and move the chains, and that's what they're built for. And the interesting part about this game versus Manatee is size-wise, we are probably 30 to 40 pounds heavier per person on that offensive line compared to their defensive line. Southeast only has three seniors on that defense. They're very young on both sides of their field, so we have the size advantage as well as the experience.
You know, Brian, it starts up front, and the offensive line is going to have to produce tonight. We're going to have to get them clicking and open up those holes that we saw against Fort Myers.
All right, so we've got Tyler Stevenson and Bradley Treselius out here wide, and Hernandez is back there in the backfield. Big back there with him, number 34, Latrell Pevy. High snap again, looks there and sacked. Nice play by that Palmetto Tiger, blitzing through that. That had to be Houston.
That was Houston. He came through there like
he beat the snap back there, Rick.
Yeah, just like a cannonball. Nobody touched him, and he just true Houston fashion, he just blew it up.
Whew. Now, when you jump the count like that, you got to remember the next time you got a wet field out there, you're never going to be able to stop bringing that much heat. So, great play by our Palmetto Tiger defense. Now it's 2nd and 20 here, 5 minutes remaining in this one in the first quarter. Hernandez takes that, blitzing again into the hole. This time they crease the blitz, and they got a big hole out there. Shakes the tackle, and he's going to drive down forward for the first down to about the 16-yard line.
Looks like we blitzed in the wrong gap that time.
That's exactly what happened. When you blitz, you expose yourself to a long run up the middle, and we hit the A gap or the B gap. He went through the A gap, and here we are with another big run by Southeast, and they're in the red zone.
Yeah, they'll crease you on that. Now Tristan Hernandez takes this one, fakes the handoff, running around the edge. He's got a lane. He's at the 10. Down to the 4-yard line goes Tristan Hernandez. Nice ball faking there.
Well, the defense seems a little confused here right now. For some reason, they're not.
They have no any game film that they watch. This guy was not their quarterback.
That's right.
So they're having to learn him on the fly here.
Hernandez doesn't seem to have a lot of speed. He's quick and he got around the edge, but we were not even aware. A couple of the corners were not even aware that he was coming around.
Hernandez is taking this two receivers wide. He's got Peavy in the backfield there. Looks to the right, looking. There's a hole there. And he throws a little blue pass out there for the touchdown. But the flag is down. They did catch that holding back there, guys.
Yeah, that's definitely coming back.
Well, maybe offsetting. I don't know if we've got maybe a hold on the defense as well. They threw it back there in that area, and then we've got a hold on the offense for sure.
Okay, so this one's probably going to be offsetting penalties here. Let's take it to our Tigervision monitor here. So we have a defensive holding on the defense and holding on the offense, offsetting penalty. So with 4 minutes and 15 seconds remaining, still first down here. Ball is on the 4-yard line. The reason you have a difference there and it doesn't go back to the original line of scrimmage because the holding call is from the spot of the foul. And so the spot of the foul was defensive holding further down the back there. So that's, I think, how they're working that one out, guys.
I'm going to take your word for it on that.
Okay, Hernandez is back in the backfield. Big back there with him. Twins out here on both sides. Looks to the left. Throws it out. Great defense there, and that was number 4 there, Desmond Ross.
Yeah, Ross made a good job. He got turned around there for a second, but got readjusted and gets up there and tips that ball away. That was going to be a touchdown if he doesn't tip that thing.
So brings up a 2nd and 4. Hernandez back there in the backfield, shuffling in back. So they go from 28 there, which was Clyde Townsend. He checks out. Back into the game is Latrell Peavy in the backfield. High snap, messes up the timing of the play. He's going to be stopped right there for a big loss on the play back to the 14-yard line.
You know, Brian and Rick, that center exchange, they were having problems even in the warm-ups with it, and that's the 3rd or 4th time, and trying to do a read there, it's near impossible, and then you got to deal with our defense.
Well, you know, one thing we noticed in the warm-ups there, the Southeast kickers, field goal kickers, were kicking it thin and not very long, so if we can get one more negative play here, it'll make it a little challenging. Hernandez has got the ball, 2 receivers out to the life. We got some motion up there, and let's see. Palmetto Tigers are saying they were drawn offside.
Well, there was movement, but I don't know if they're going to call it on us. I don't know if Palmetto was over the line yet before he moved.
Okay, they're going to say that they were drawn off sides there.
Yes.
So that's going to be a false start.
There we go.
And so Palmetto will get this one. Very big play there. Brings up a third and about 17 now. 3 minutes and 34 seconds remaining in this one, fellas.
Pat Cucci's dialing up those blitzes. He's sending those linebackers tonight.
Yeah, but like you spoke about before, you got to be careful here because they're going to start changing up on the count, and they're going to draw us off. We've been known to do that.
Yeah, and there is no way to stop on that field out there tonight. Hernandez takes this one, looks to the right. Oh, great defensive play out there. He shakes a tackle, though, however, but tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Wow, what a defensive play there. You know, no replay tonight that I'm able to pick up there, but flying through there. Was that Mike Collins or someone came flying through there? A little blitz look, tipped the ball there.
Yeah, it looked like Mike Collins, and you've got Martinez on the tackle, so just a good all-around play there by the defense, swarming to the ball, making sure they wrap him up, and going to have a field goal attempt now. And like you spoke about earlier, I'm hoping this is a little bit too far for them.
Yeah.
To see.
Big Julio Martinez, listed as 5'10", 175. I think we're about 100 pounds off on that one. He's going to approach the ball here, and he kicks it. A nice-looking kick.
Oh, wow.
And it's good.
Wow.
So Southeast Seminoles lead this one 3-0 with 2 minutes and 32 seconds remaining in the first.
If that goalpost had another coat of paint on it, it would not have made it. But great job by the Southeast kicker. He cranked it, and they have the lead here, 3-0, gentlemen.
Wow, so a big series there, but the Palmetto defense, after firing through there and getting creased on a blitz action, got into the red zone there and shored up things. But a pretty nice field goal there, kicked by Southeast kicker Julio Martinez. Nice kick.
Kind of reminds me of that quarterback for Kentucky,
Jared Lorenzen.
Yeah.
It
was.
Yep, absolutely. The hefty lefty.
A little big for his position, but he got the job done.
Yes, the offensive tackle playing quarterback. I remember him playing for the Giants. New York Giants. Yes.
And they said he used to run a 4.6 something. I just find that very hard to believe.
Well, you never know. At that level, they're all genetic freaks.
So Martinez is going to approach this one back there to cover on the kick. So we generally have Mike Collins back there. Kind of hard to pick up the numbers here. But now this looks like some kind of short kick. This is very, very, very short approach here, guys. Play is whistled live. Martinez approaches the ball. It's it's a chip shot kick there. Going back to field it right at the 28-yard line. He gets to the 30, and he's going to be tackled at the 34-yard line, very close to 35. So good field position for our Tigers.
When you do something like that, there's something that they picked up on the film that they didn't like, and they didn't want to take any chance kicking to one of our speed guys back there. So you kick it to one of the short guys. If it goes out of bounds, it doesn't matter. You keep them from keeping the guy from taking it to the distance for the touchdown.
Now, come on, Tigers. What we want to see this series, you want to see that first down play go for about 4.5 yards, and then you got everything set up the way this wants to roll. Spicer's going to take this one under center. He has two receivers out here to the right, one single out there to the left. Spicer checking at the line of scrimmage, talking over there to communicating with Pompey, I believe. Looks, hands the ball off. It looked like Herman White in the backfield. We'll get you a number there. It goes for about a 3-yard gain.
I think it was Corey and Brown, Brian. I'm not really sure. But
I tell you, we're rotating them in tonight, aren't we, guys? So we did have, yes, it was Corey and Brown there. Good call there, Rick. So Corey and Brown, that's about what the doctor ordered there. Nearly 4 yards on the play, so off to a positive start on first down, setting up things here for the offense. Spicer takes this one under center. He's got Jacob Sullivan going out there to the left and Reggie White out there also. Corey and Brown in the backfield with Spicer. He get a hard count. No call there. Sidney Pompey in motion. Fakes the jet sweep action, rolls to the right, throws the middle of the field. Come get it, Jacob. Good play, Jacob. And Sullivan comes back to break that one up. Very dangerous pass.
Yeah, that was an outstanding job by Sully to come back there and basically knock that ball out of the defender's hands, because that was going to be an interception.
That was going to be an interception. That's one thing Jason's got to work on. You can't throw off that back foot heading in the opposite direction. You got to throw forward, and he lofted it up there, and our receiver ended up playing defensive back.
Well, he saw that Sully was open, and he was trying to get the ball to him, but it was just a floater, and just, you know how that goes when it's hanging up in the air for too long.
Now that brings up a 3rd and 7 here, and Spicer's going to take this one. He's got Sullivan in motion. Spicer looks out to the left, throws a tunnel out there to Sullivan, and he's going to take it for the first down.
Hey,
excellent play call.
First down.
You know, I want to say, guys, Sully, as his parents call him, has been the most effective receiver we've had all year up to this point. He's been the most consistent. He's caught just about everything thrown his way. He's been really the go-to guy for Spicer when he needs a first down. So just a great job by him.
Good job by that Tiger offense. 1 minute and 13 seconds remaining here in the first. Spicer takes this one under center. 2 backs in the backfield. 1 single receiver on each side. Poppy on this side. Hands the ball off, running straight ahead, running hard for about a 6-yard gain there. So that's going to be a great situation for our Tigers.
You don't even have to look at the numbers to know that was Elso. You can just tell that's Garcia running. I mean, he just runs straight. This is north and south, but he's going to plow you over.
And with their situation right now, we'll take anything. And hey, if the fullback needs to do it, so be it.
So great blocking up there in the center line. Eric Porter had a monster block on that play, and big. So now we have Spicer in the backfield, 2 backs back there with him, singles on both sides. Takes the ball himself, runs the center of the line. He's going to go for about a 2-yard gain. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 3.
And that's exactly what we want there. We can. There's several plays now that we can run. We can run it. We can pass it. We can screen it. You name it. This is what this offense is built on.
Yeah, looking at the sets there, that sets up for some type of rocker action lately, where the quarterback steps up there and just bloops the little drag route over to one of the crossers out there.
Yeah, that's going to be the end of the first quarter, so we're going to wait for them to swap ends of the field here. But let me tell you, we haven't seen Johnny Jones here yet tonight, and Johnny was injured during the Fort Myers game. Not really sure what happened. He is dressed out tonight. I saw him practicing during pregame. He looked like he was fine. So I don't know if, knowing how Coach Marino has been rotating these backs, I don't know if they're saving him now for the second half, where he has been playing the first quarter here in the last 2 games.
Now, with the change of the quarter here, I wanted to mention one of our fine sponsors, the Manatee Community Federal Credit Union, serving anyone who lives, works, or worships in Manatee County. Log on to www.manateecfcu.org to become a member. Great benefits include favorable auto loan rates, buying assistance. We will treat you with great local service and the respect you deserve. Manatee Community Federal Credit Union. Taking it back to live action here, opening this 3rd quarter. 12 minutes remaining on the clock. Big 3rd down here for our Tigers.
We're gonna say it's the 2nd quarter, just so we.
Yeah. Thank you, Rick. I appreciate that.
We don't want to.
We're in the 2nd quarter now.
Yes, we are.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I got sidetracked by the advertisement voice, you know. So now
You
with
did good on
Spicer,
that, Brian.
appreciate that, guys. Spicer's taking this one. A snap, wasn't ready for it, falls down on it, so brings up a punting situation once again at the 45.
I think he was up here in the booth with it, listening to us, figuring out what quarter is, and the center snapped the ball.
I don't know exactly what happened. It was Jason was not ready for that snap, and I tell you, to his credit, just cover the ball up. I mean, he didn't try to pick it up and run with it and have something crazy happen, but it does kind of take us out of a pretty good offensive series there.
You know, Jason Spicer is a smart ball player. We see that over and over again, the way he manages the game. Now we're going to have Sullivan back there this time, punting to the dangerous Tyreek Costello. Punt's blocked, and it's going to be picked up at the 18-yard line. He bobbled it. Tigers hustling back, and that ball is going to be downed at about the 7-yard line. So we're going to have to shore that one up with the special teams group, and it brings up a tough situation for this Palmetto Tiger D.
was trying to figure out where the defender came up, or Southeast, I think, came right up the middle and blocked it cleanly, and now they got us in a huge hole here, Phyllis.
Yeah, you know, not to harp on this too much, but this is your second football game of the week, and Monday was a battle, and you got to dig deep inside here,
yes,
and you got to get back to what you know.
Hernandez takes the Smiley shotgun, hands off the back, immediately tackled there. Fine play there. That was Latrell Peavy going up to the middle of the line, shooting across there for Tigers. That had to be Duncan.
And what do you have to remember about this? We played 4 days ago, and I'm not. Nobody cares, but they did not play last week. They've had 2 weeks to prepare.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 2 weeks to study the film, and Tigers jamming this together. Now Hernandez takes it, hands the ball off, driving forward for a big gain on the play. So going to be very close. Brings that down to about the 5-yard line. So it's getting very close, knocking on the door. Tigers, time for the Tigers to step up here with 10 minutes and 25 seconds in the second quarter, Rick.
Yeah, thank you for that. We're just looking for a stop here. We need it badly, and
Hernandez takes this one, big back there in the backfield, hands it off to him. Initial penetration and tackled there. Great swarming defense by the Tigers, so that's going to bring up a fourth down situation.
Yeah, we had Duncan in there along with just a slew of others, but that's what we needed defensively. So if we can just hold them to a field goal, that's a win, guys.
Absolutely. 2 series where they could be 14-0 now. We could walk out of here 3 or 6-0 and still in this ball game.
I'm sure we don't have to tell the coaches this, but we need to watch for a fake here. Yeah,
Thank you, Captain.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. And that's now big Julio Martinez coming to line up to kick this field goal. And get a timeout there for Southeast. According to what I have here, guys, that's their first timeout.
I do believe you're correct. So another stellar job by the defense to at least get us to this point where they will attempt a field goal. It'd be nice if we could repay the favor and block this and try to get a little. I think we're a little flat. We're trying to find that mustard, Kenny, and get back into Tiger football. And I'm just hoping that we can get back to that offensive page that we were on against Fort Myers. That was very effective.
Yeah, and as they break the huddle here, I want to mention Remedy Employer Services, our favorite local PEO, providing payroll services, benefits, and so much more. Now, I got to play this one safe, Rick. We're just terrorized up here in the box, but they have the big kicker out there. Julio Martinez is out there. And really a short
23 yards.
23-yarder.
It's like an extra point.
The quarterback Hernandez is the holder here. So
let's see. The snap is a good snap, good placement. Ball's up and good.
No good. All right, so that's a big win, guys. That's a good job. We needed a little spark, and I'm hoping this will fire this Tiger team up because I see them on the sideline and they just don't have that same. That fire they had Monday night.
I tell you, at practice, they were still a little miffed about the Manatee game. They let it slip out of their hands for the second week in a row, and it was still bothering them, and you could see it, and so I'm a little surprised. They were going to take it out on these guys tonight. When you lose a game like that, you take it out on your next week opponent, and we've not seen that here. So, yes, they are flat, but let's see what they can do here.
Ooh, look for Sidney Pompey out here to the middle of the field. But Spicer takes this one, and he's got Elso Garcia in the backfield, hands it to Elso Garcia, plunging forward for about a 5-yard gain, so that's just what the doctor ordered.
That's been the most effective combination we've had up to this point, is just Elso just driving up the middle and picking up 4 or 5 big yards on first down, Kenny.
Did you see the fullback last night in that NFL game on his first run in the NFL?
For Denver,
yes, and he ran 20-something yards. So, there's nothing wrong with the fullback running the ball.
Oh, keep running that fullback. Eventually the safety's going to come up and look down the middle of the field there. Pompey over here wide to the left of the field. Spicer keeps this one nowhere to go. He's going to get to about a 2-yard loss on the play. That'll bring up a 3rd and 8.
Yeah, Spicer had a hard time running the ball Monday night. There wasn't anything there for him.
Yes, and believe it or not, as rough as it was, we did not get 100 yards rushing, yet he had about 58 or 59 of the 97 yards, and he had a couple of 6 and 8 yarders, but it was all those 1s and 2s that would kill the drives.
Because sometimes it's easier to block those bigger guys, and Manatee was a little bit undersized this year, and so we see that with Southeast. Hard to find those guys and engage. Now Sullivan comes down here, looks out. It's a middle screen. It could be good if they didn't get that one block there. So that's going to bring up a punting situation.
I tell you, that was a shame. I know they were trying to set the screen up, but Sully is wide open over here on the end. He was just jumping up and down, just begging Jason to throw the ball to him, and there would have been a first down.
And that's what they need to do. They need to throw it down the field a little bit instead of this east-west and the screens. And I like that Sullivan kid. He reminds me of Fred Biletnikoff of the Raiders. Not the fastest guy, not the quickest guy. He's got great hands and runs great routes. And he played a long time for the Raiders.
Okay, low snap. Manriquez takes it, drives a big punt there, well over the head, rolling. It's picked up there
11.
by Stevenson. He gets to the middle field, looking for the corner, doesn't find it.
Right, what a punt.
Great punt by Alfredo. There's your answer on the kicking situation.
Well, I tell you, man, it got us off of that terrible field position that we've been on for the last 2 series, but a very low snap. He picks it off the ground and still comes up with an amazing punt. Just great job by Freddie.
Huge kick from that point. Flip the field.
As we struggle with our offense, we're fortunate that we've got a good kicking game, and for the most part, kicking-wise, we've got to work on our coverage and our solid defense. So we've got the right chemistry to work through this.
Now let's see what kind of coverage that this Palmetto Tiger defense can deploy here. They've got 3 out here. They're running a fake bubble, then they go inside dive action. Nice play there in the backfield. And that's that man again, Duncan.
Duncan has been all over the place tonight. He's getting off his block quick. He's disrupting those plays, and that's what you like to see. They're not having an opportunity to get around the edge, Kenny, and we know bad things can happen when they do.
Andrew Duncan with a fine game so far tonight. Now quarterback's dropping back and got a brief stoppage play, but they're going to roll it forward, and he's got it in the shotgun formation. Dive action again, and this time he spins out of a tackle, but he goes for about a 4-yard gain, so that's going to bring up about a 3rd and 9.
I think if we can just if we can have someone keying in on the running back and then have someone keying in on Hernandez, we can stop this thing even further back than they're doing now, because Hernandez does not have a lot of speed.
No, I think if we keep them contained, looking at their film, our ends keep it contained, and in the center we're going to be fine tonight. Yes.
All right, quarterback looking over the field. He's got 3 receivers out here. It's just a straight run to the left, nothing home. Once again, and that's Zachary Wyatt back there blowing things up, bringing up punting situation. Good coverage.
Yeah, and that's what you like about Andrew Duncan and Wyatt, is that they're not real big, but they're quick off the block. They get back there and just blow up plays.
And their offensive line is not that big, so they should be. They're young, but they should be able to match up with our guys. But they're just blowing them off the ball.
There's not a lot of beat there on the O-line.
5 minutes and 23 seconds remaining here. Mike Collins is going to go back there and field this punt. Punter's back there. He's going to kick this one from about the 2-yard line. Be interesting to see. Very big that he gets a good snap there. Gets the ball, shanks it.
Get away,
so it's going to roll over here. And that one is going to be a very short punt, spotted just shy of the 40-yard line. So the Tigers will take it this time with the best field position of the game.
Well, what we got to do, Kenny, we have to take advantage of this field position. We need to score here. We did not take advantage of it on Monday night, and we had several opportunities.
Yes, we had our defense. They got 4 turnovers. Booker, the big running back transferred from Sarasota, that is their big running back. He coughed the ball up 3 times. We had several opportunities, and we the 4 turnovers. All we managed was 3 points, and that was 6 minutes into the game.
Yeah, turning it now. Great coverage on that last series. I'm going to talk about one of our great sponsors, Boyd Insurance Agency, winner of the People's Choice Best Insurance Agency in Manatee County Award. They're providing the coverage you need and a name you can trust. Serving Manatee County since 1974. Boyd Insurance and Financial Services.
Is that Representative Jim Boyd?
It sure is.
Yeah, he was 10 years old in 1974. What do you think?
Is that
he was running the show back then.
Is that Jim Boyd, the Palmetto boy?
Yeah,
he's a Palmetto boy.
Yes,
I bought his house.
Jim's got his PhD.
Yes, he does.
And I think he's also got a degree from FSU, right, guys?
FSU, yeah, he's a big FSU.
I'm very proud of his PhD.
He's
guys,
pretty smart, yeah.
Yeah, Jim's a great guy.
He has a good crew over there at Boyd Insurance.
Spicer takes this one, hands the ball off, and he's going to go for about a 3-yard gain. That would be Elijah Davis. Looks like the Elijah Davis type run there.
Yeah,
but
I'm pretty sure it is Elijah. He almost got his head tore off.
He got popped. Yeah, I was saying.
He
was able to keep his legs underneath him. I don't know how, and picks up a good 3 yards, but that could have been about a 1-yard gain. I'm surprised.
He got hit at the line of scrimmage.
You know what, fella? That's Johnny Jones out there looking very lean tonight, isn't it? 33 in the backfield, and fakes that to Johnny Jones. Looks down for the long ball. Nobody home out there, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and 7.
Okay, this won't show up on the scoreboard on the board, but let me tell you, Johnny Jones just saved the sack right there. Johnny Jones takes the defensive end who's blitzing, and he takes him out of the play and gives Jason some time to throw that ball. Even though it wasn't a completion, that could have been about a 15-yard loss. So good job on Johnny Jones.
Was he blocking number 45?
He's blocking a hoss, and he's stoned
that's
him.
Darian Grant. He's the USF. He committed to USF last month. Big 6'4", 220 defensive end. He had several schools looking at him, but put a nice block on him.
Yeah, real good. He just introduced himself to him.
That is an amazing block there, but Johnny stepping up there. Now, with 4 minutes and 23 seconds here, got a stoppage in play with timeout for our Tigers. That should be the Palmetto Tigers' first timeout.
I think we had a chair malfunction over here.
Yes,
are you okay?
Well, we got to take.
Yeah, a little embarrassed.
Do we need to call the trainer up here?
Yeah, I might need.
Kenny, we're going to have to put the mute button on for this play because that's an equipment violation. The seat has exploded here under Ken Burton Jr.
Oh goodness.
So
Kenny blew a ring.
So here we are, big possession here, 3rd and 7, 4 minutes and 23 seconds. Spicer's going to take this one out of the shotgun. Jacob Sullivan over here wide. Play has been whistled live.
Okay, we're good. I was a little scared.
Rick's out of his chair.
Come on,
Spicer rolls the right, steps up to the middle of the field, and then he's going to be tackled. Ball's loose on the ground, and it looks like that Southeast has recovered the ball. So let's see. As they sort this one out, Palmetto is flipping the field there. And that brings up a 4th down. Someone had to scramble back there and get on that ball.
This has been the problem here the last 2 games is we just can't get the blocking up front that we need on the passing plays. And Jason just can't seem to find an open man.
Right, nobody back there to receive this one. Now he's trotting on there. Sullivan gets a low snap, kicks it. Let's get that ball just sit right there. Sit. Nope, rolls into the end zone, touchback. It'll be Southeast Seminole ball, 1st and 10 from the 20.
Good job by Sully. Another low snap. He just had the last one blocked on him, so you got to be thinking about that a little bit. Gets off a good punt. Just didn't roll our way.
he needed to angle that one a little to give himself a little more field, but
Right.
it was a nice boot. They're on the 20. They got 80 yards to go, and as we know, that's tough against our defense.
Southeast going to bring this one out. Mike Collins back here in the secondary waiting for this one. The safety blanket, 3 minutes and 30 seconds with this 3-0 score here at Harley Stadium.
And this is what it was like against Manatee. We were up 3-0 until about 2:30 to go before half, and
Goodness gracious, like watching paint dry here tonight. Oh, big hit in the backfield, but he got the pass away. He's going to go for about a 3-yard completion there.
Looks like Southeast has switched quarterbacks. They're going back with Alex Taylor. He started the first 2 games for them. He's a big kid, 6'5", 190, and plays on their basketball team, shooting guard.
Really nice spinning the bean out there in warm-ups. Really nice delivery. But Taylor takes this one back in the shotgun. He's going to be harassed back there, and he fumbles the ball. Palmetto Tigers are on it, so that'll be 1st and 10, Palmetto Tigers.
But once again, here we have the defense trying to do anything that they can to help out the offensive unit to get on the board. And I tell you, that was just an outstanding play by the Tiger defense, Kenny. That was what we needed.
Absolutely. I was talking to the defensive coordinator. You know, they've only given up 20-something points. They've had 10 or 11 sacks, 5 interceptions. And I said, you know what you haven't done so far? And he goes, no, what? You haven't scored. And they just almost did it right there. Got us another turnover. And we flipped the field on the punt 50 yards and got to the 40-yard line. All we have to do, guys, 15 yards, and we're in the end zone. That's all we need, and we are winning this ball game.
Great call there. Now Palmetto Tigers in great position. Plenty of time left on the clock. 2 minutes and 53 seconds. Spicer's going to take this one out of the shotgun. Elso Garcia in the backfield. Got stalemated on this block there, going forward for about a 3-yard gain, though, and that was Johnny Jones.
Well, Johnny's going to give you everything that he has, every play. We just are not seeing that explosive push off the line of scrimmage that we saw against Fort Myers. We just need to kind of dig deep here, Kenny, and give these guys just a little bit of space to run through.
Whew. There's some single coverage over here to the left, but Spicer takes this one, keeps it, and he cuts out there. He's at the 9-5, 3,
effort.
Down to the 1-yard line goes Jason Spicer. What a run.
Yeah, nice job, because Jason should have been down at about the 5 and was able to keep his feet underneath him and lean out there and get right to almost to the goal line, about the half-yard line.
Yeah, and, you know, I've asked Jordan to set up the cone cam for us, you know, here.
He didn't do it.
You know, they can't get it together, but it's going to be about a half-yard short
I
here.
think this is either Spicer time or Elso time. What do you think?
Fullback's been playing pretty good
I
here.
like Spicer on the quarterback sneak to the right here, kind of a gap over there. Let's see, Spicer takes this one in the middle of the field. Under center, goes to the right.
Yeah, there you go.
Touchdown.
Did he go to the right or under the
He went
center?
to the right. He went to the right.
He
Yeah.
went to the right. I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
We got a touchdown. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. 1 minute and 47 seconds here. Palmetto is now taking a 6-3 lead, and the extra point unit is going out there to see if we can extend this thing 7-3. I love the quarterback sneak is one of the most exciting plays in football to me. You know?
Oh, yeah.
I love that play.
Even when you know it's coming.
I was getting ready to say, even when you know it's coming, you can't stop it.
Manriquez takes this one. Woo! They were through there.
I tell you what.
But he missed that one.
And I tell you what he did. He had to rush it. He saw them coming through there. He tried to rush that. But I tell you, you know, that's an issue. That's an issue that we're seeing here for the first time. We're just not getting those blocks. They're not holding those blocks up front, Kenny.
And as we talked, our offensive line averages 292 across the front line. We're bigger. We're going to be bigger than everybody. We should be able to at least hold them up on a PAT like that. No question there.
It's all about attitude. You got to get that attitude. You got to know that you're going to win that battle every play. But hey, we're up by 3, 6-3 here with 1:47 to go here in the second quarter. Just eerily similar to the game Monday night. Just a defensive battle.
Yes.
There were no points scored in the second half of that game.
No, that's right. The game was won with 1 minute. Whoever scored last in that game was Manatee. It just happened to be in the second quarter. It was just one of those games.
Now the kick by Manriquez is very, very high, still long enough, 5 yards deep in the end zone. So really fine job by Freddie Manriquez. What a weapon he is. I wanted to take this second to talk about one of our great sponsors, DeVito Auto Repair, located in Ellington. For quality auto repair, visit Tom and John DeVito, serving satisfied customers since 1978. Well, let me tell you, as I put this together, I know John hasn't been serving people since 78, has he?
His family probably has.
Yeah, he probably was. Probably was. But John was a great pulling guard here at Palmetto years ago. Played a little defensive tackle out there, too. We really appreciate the DeVitos and all that they do there in Ellington. All right, 1 minute, 47 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And we got Houston on the blitz. They throw out there, and boy, right through the hands of number 23. Now rushing up.
That's Brandon Waiters.
Yeah, Brandon Waiters.
But a good job. I mean, that's one of those plays that if you don't knock that down, that's going to be 20, 30 yards right there. There was nobody in the middle.
Those guys are pillars in the pass. You know, you have your passing trees, and defensive back coach Pat Cucci's done a good job of coaching those guys up. Great shoestring tackle by Duncan.
I tell you
what a game by Duncan.
If Duncan doesn't hit that shoe,
he's off to the races.
There's no telling what happens on that play.
Yeah, they're really going after him with the blitz and exposing. They're going to have to wrap him up here, or we're going to see some long runs.
Okay, this should be a 3rd and 5. We've got 1st and 5 on the mark. Okay, there we got it, 3rd and 5 out there. He hands the ball off to the back. He's got a big hole out there, but he's tackled just half a yard short. So Alonzo Houston coming in there and tripping him up.
Yeah, we're going to have to be careful, like you said, Kenny, on those blitzes, that we don't get so carried away that we continue to expose the middle, because they're picking up. That's the biggest yards that they're picking up all night, is right there up the gut.
Now
every time.
He slid a little bit short of the first down there on the slip, but they've got the first down. Backs in there. Good job by our defense initially, but he surges forward for about a 2-yard gain on the play. 53 seconds rolling on the clock here, gentlemen.
Southeast doesn't look like they're in a hurry to try to get down the field here.
Which is kind of surprising, to be honest with you, because
it's just a 2 minute.
So 40 seconds remain on the clock. Big quarterback back there, and he has 2 receivers out here to the right, 1 out there to the left. Eye in the field. Fakes the draw, throws the ball down. Bam! And it's complete at the 47-yard line.
So we need to hurry up and get back and get set, because they're going to...
22 seconds remaining on the clock. Clock winding down. Southeast still has a timeout remaining, according to what I have.
That was a pretty pass there.
Yeah, beautiful.
Nice play action.
Yeah, Taylor really did a good job on that.
Alex Taylor's got 1 back in the backfield with him. Hands the ball off to the back. He's going to be tackled right there at the line of scrimmage. 15 seconds remaining on the clock. Clock running. Southeast does indeed call a timeout here. It's their second. And so with 15 seconds remaining in the second quarter, we've got a dogfight here, fellas.
Yeah, normally I would say I don't know why they're running the ball, but they've had such great luck running up the middle. They're looking for another big game.
I think they're hoping Coach Cucci's going to call a blitz so that they can get lucky and run through the other gap. And really, that's any big play they've had. They've been able to escape our blitz when it's just normal play where we're just playing a normal defensive front. They can't do much of anything.
Yeah, maybe start throwing a couple delayed blitzes in there and mix it up a little bit and see what's happening in front of you, because they are having a lot of success up the middle, and good job by the defense on that play to stop them. With 15 seconds to go, we need another big stop.
As the clicking spree ad goes off the board, those are the geniuses that keep all this going here. 15 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Time for Palmetto to play some defense. Probably going to play some soft coverage here. Taylor takes this one looks down the far sideline. Long throw, wide open receiver. And he's going to be slipped down there, so there's going to be enough for one more timeout. Only 6 seconds remaining on the clock. So they're going to have the ball at about the 12-yard line with 5 seconds remaining on the dial.
Yeah, kind of exposing our corners on this series here, Kenny.
Yeah, Taylor underthrew that. I was watching the receiver sprint down the field. He was 2 or 3 yards behind our backs, and if he'd have just thrown it a little farther, he might have had a touchdown. And you know they're going to throw it. All you got to do is sit back and keep everything in front of you, and he got behind us.
Is that their third timeout?
That would be number 3 there, gentlemen. So that's going to be the third and final. I love it when third and final. Do you need to say final? Yeah, I think they're going to. I would say they're going to kick a field goal here, guys. There's the big field goal kicker has run out there, and that again is going to be Julio Martinez once again. So he's going to try to knot this one up at 6, but they're trailing by 3 with 5 seconds remaining. So I think it's about the 27-yarder. Got the spot down, kicks up, and it's wide right. So with time expiring.
We have a flag down. We have a flag down. We may have running into the kicker, quite possibly. Not really sure.
Yeah, looked like coming in hot there was number 23, Brandon Waiters, was that? Coming in hard. And it looks like we have roughing the kicker.
So that's going to give them another opportunity.
One more.
Moves them a little closer and gives them one more play here.
So with zeros on the clock, this one's not going to be a non-timed play, and Southeast will have one more shot at it here.
25 yards.
25-yarder here. Oh, boy. Okay, so Palmetto's offsides. That's going to move it forward. So that's going to move it from the 9-yard line down to the 4. So
I would seriously watch for a fake. I'm hoping they hear me, because I mean, the closer we get, it's easier for them to just let Hernandez throw that thing.
Yeah, and you've got Tristan Hernandez back there holding this one, so that's dangerous. You got a quarterback back there, and then you have big Julio Martinez looking to knot this one up. Tigers thought someone moved, didn't. Blocked.
Oh, we blocked it.
Field goal there. Get down on it.
He went out of bounds.
Yeah, wow. All right, so that's going to be it. That's going to be the score here in the first half. Your Palmetto Tigers leading in this dogfight 6-3.
Those will be the most exciting field goal attempts you'll see this year. Those were breathtaking.
Like the result, fellas. Like the result. You know, while we have this opportunity, we might want to mention some other fine sponsors here. But I've been thinking about all the great companies. I looked at kind of a who's who of Manatee County businesses here, looking at Conley Buick GMC, where we treat you like family. Conley Buick GMC celebrating their 50th anniversary, proudly serving Manatee County since 1966.
Wow.
Okay, I got one for you here, guys. Keaton's Office Supply. Real, fast service, serving the business needs of the community since 1951.
Probably in that same spot.
Incredible.
Down Manatee Avenue.
And of course, our fine sponsor, Superior Asphalt. Superior Asphalt, superior quality, superior service, Superior Asphalt. Superior has built a rock-solid reputation in the Manatee, Sarasota County areas for over a decade. Superior Asphalt. Well, guys,
Can I say that you were superior just calling out all the sponsors? I mean, that was a good job, Brian.
Well, you know what?
Appreciate that.
I did it out of alphabetical order. I prompted Chad in the truck. I'll just do it alphabetically, guys. I got you. And, of course, you know, I did not stick with my plan there. So gives Chad something to talk about.
They know we're going to mess up. They know it.
What's a lot?
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're going to take it to the halftime here. We've got some statistics up here for you, gentlemen. And Coach Johnson, my good friend Steve Johnson's been loading these up in the computer. You can see the rushing yards. So Southeast, boy, this is a nice feature here.
Is that not awesome? Look at that.
Goodness. Wow. Sit back and enjoy this.
Look at him just popping up like that.
Man.
I don't like that number.
That's not a good number.
15 penalty yards, so that's not good. Hey, good job by Mr. Johnson.
The one number that sticks out is 22 rushing yards. And we're a running team, and it's going to be a long season if we're just getting 22 yards and a half. We've got to get out of this little funk we're in. And I know we will. It's just
let's get through
just
tonight.
like Novocaine. Sooner or later, it works.
That's right.
Really, what I look for, guys, is to change it up and let's get some yardage on first down. Positive yards on first down, and then everything in the playbook is open.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
Let's come out firing. I think that, Rashad Williams being injured in this deal, in the center of the line, our running smash plays have not been as effective.
Right.
And so it's been a little bit of a big loss. He has played out there, but he's been gimping around. So I think we lost something up there in the center of the line. Eric Porter's still doing a fine job. Corey Brady out there doing a great job he does. But that's a big loss when Rashad goes out there. But let's see, get Rashad some Gatorade, get him going in the half, and let's come out firing in the second half, gentlemen.
Sounds good.
Absolutely.
You're watching Tigervision on PalmettoHighSports.com. Stay tuned for the Conley Buick GMC halftime show, which brings you the bands. We'll see you in the second half.
I think they could have taken Give me your halftime assessment, because I've got mine. They got more time. You just tell me what you Hey, but at least it's a home game next year. Trailer and back. To see why they might be a little flat. I mean, I'll give that to them. I mean, they're bigger, more experienced, and there's really no excuse for it. There's no air movement. Man, what do you got? Updates going on? That's a nice detail. Maybe the computer is so, yeah. Was it hard? Learning it, yeah. We did or we did? Yeah. We got any scores here? Number 21, Logan Frazier.
That had to be a mistake.
You're watching Tigervision on PalmettoHighSports.com. Here comes the second half. Let's kick it back to the booth right now.
Thank you, Jordan. Well, the clock's going to be right here. It's 12 minutes here, start of the third quarter. Manriquez is going to kick this one into the end zone. That's my prediction. He's coming up to the ball. Big time halftime show here tonight at Harley Stadium. He drives this one long, and it's going to be way back in the back of the end zone. So that's going to bring up 1st and 20.
Let me give a few updates here, if you don't mind, guys, from 941updates.com. At the half, going into the third quarter, Braden River 42, Ida Baker 0, Lakewood Ranch 0, Riverview 27, Venice 35, Manatee Hurricanes 0.
Ooh.
Well, our game here is 6-3, Palmetto leading, and Calvary Christian 14, St. Stephen's 0. If you'd like to have some updates on your own, just sign up there at 941updates.com. We also have it on our screen here at Tigervision.com. Hey, I tell you what, guys, we need to get something going here early in this third quarter, and the defense is going to have to start it.
Now their big quarterback out there, Taylor's back there once again. Alex Taylor in the backfield. Hands the ball off to the back, going to be stopped there right at the line of scrimmage. Good defense opening up here for our Tigers.
Yeah, they took care of that middle that time, Kenny. They figured that they need to quit blitzing and stay in their gaps on more plays than not, and they just swarmed that play.
Yeah, absolutely. If they just play their assignments, we're going to be fine on the defensive side of the ball.
Big Destin Bransford in there stopping things up in the middle of the defense. Wyatt's getting back to the quarterback. He's almost got him in the backfield. Quarterback throws back to the middle of the field. Very dangerous play, but it's incomplete pass. That'll bring up a 3rd and long.
Yeah, 3rd and 11, and we're already seeing the Tiger defense kind of take control of the line of scrimmage. A lot of penetration back there, putting that quarterback, that big, long, lanky quarterback on the run, and wasn't able to get his feet set and get a lot of zip on that ball.
What I liked about our defense there, that the receiver dropped it, but we had 2 or 3 defenders right in the proximity.
Okay, Alex Taylor's back there in the backfield. Look out for dangerous number 11, Jatarius Galloway out here, flanked out wide to the right. 2 receivers out there to the left. Taylor looks. Wyatt's chasing, and he's got him.
Yep.
And that's going to be a big loss.
Boy, he seemed like he was on a mission there. He saw the quarterback and just darted right after him, and he's down on the ground.
You had Zayt coming the inside. You had Houston trying to go on the outside. You had one blocker. They took Houston and left Zach wide open, and he gets another sack of the night.
Just an excellent scheme there by the Palmetto defensive coaching staff. Beautiful play there. Huge loss. Brings up a 4th and 21. And now we've got Mike Collins back there to receive this one. Kicker's going to have to kick this one out of the end zone.
We have a little confusion here on the southeast side.
Leave him over there. Let's go 11 on 10 for a while. Kicker's going to kick this one. Good snap. Takes that, bangs out a nice kick, turns it over. Mike Collins comes up and catches it. Well, there it goes. And that's going to be recovered there at the 45-yard line. Now the ball turned over. He would have had about a 20-yard roll on that, so Mike came up to make the play. Didn't get his feet underneath him there, and there you have it.
You got to practice it. I would think if you can't catch that, just catch it. Yes, it was a great kick, but they catch them all the time. You got to practice this. And now that he tried it, maybe we should just let him drop it and
and we'll let it roll down.
Let it
to
roll,
about
and we'll just take our lumps and be done with it.
No, we'll learn how to catch that one. I think that one comes out of there.
Ouch.
It's like a spiral. So it's really, you just got to get underneath it and make the play. Easy to say from up here in the box.
Absolutely.
Taylor's going to take this one out of the shotgun. 1st and 10. 2 receivers out here to the right. Troy Peavy in the backfield, tackled immediately there for about a 3-yard loss. So firing through the gap there. There's Wyatt coming out of the scrum there, running over the sideline here. Mike got a little nick on that one, but Big Rashad Williams replaces him in the center. So now with a 2nd and 11.
Yeah, that was Noah Artis that came in and made
Really?
that play. Yeah, Noah, that's the second blow-up play of the night. We just haven't been able to get his number, but quick off the line.
Wow. So excellent play there by Noah Artis. A junior?
No, he's a senior.
Senior. Excellent play. Quarterback, he throws a floater out here all the way across the field. He's going to be tackled right at the 40-yard line. So that's going to be a 3rd and 5. We got a player down.
Is that
on
the
field.
quarterback?
That didn't look good.
He had just strong enough an arm to get enough air to get to that receiver. But that's him. He paid the price for getting rid of that ball.
So our prayers are with him. Alex Taylor back there. Looks like a knee or an ankle.
I'm not sure. I don't think
it's him?
No, it's not Taylor?
No, it's not. Yeah, he's walking off the field.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, I see him.
Who do we have back there? Let's see if we can pick this up on the monitor.
It looks like an offensive lineman.
It looks like an ankle that we're working on there.
Our defense has been who we got there, Brian?
51. That's number 51 there. Michael Brodsky, who's a great player for that Southeast team. Plays a little both ways. But that is their big center here. So that's a...
Well, 5'8", 187 out there playing with those big boys. He might be bigger than that.
Yeah, I would say so. But he's tough.
He's tough, absolutely.
He's tough. He's been blocking those big ones.
This defense, it's somebody different every play that's stepping up. It's what I like tonight, seeing of them.
Alex Taylor is going to take this one this time out of the shotgun. 3 over there to the left. Blitz coming right into the teeth of the blitz. Steps up for the big defensive stop there for our Tigers. So that'll bring up a loss of about 1 on the play, brings up a 4th and 5.
Okay, and Coach Cucci is changing things up on the D-line. You had Noah on the right end for most of that series, and then he moves them over to the left side and just giving them a different look, and it's working.
Yeah, now Brian Ornsby, number 61, comes in there, a 6'3", 250-pound senior out there. Generally plays a little tight end. He's coming in there to the defensive line to see if we can get some pressure here on the kicker as he drops back in coverage. We got Mike Collins back there to receive, and he gets the kick away. It's just a little worm burner rolling down. It's going to be down to about the 15-yard line. So that'll be tough position there for our Tigers, but with 8 minutes and 13 seconds remaining here in the third quarter, Tigers are starting from deep in their own territory.
I tell you what, Kenny, I like that punter for Southeast. He may not be the most trained punter that we see.
He gets the job done,
yeah.
and that's it's very unorthodox there. But that one was probably 8 feet off the ground. But the net result is we're inside right around our 10-15 yard line, and our offense hasn't sustained many drives here of late, so great job.
He didn't kick it into the end zone.
Kenny, it looked like
he didn't.
For us normal non-punter people, it looked nice. Now Spicer's taking this one under center. He's got Johnny Jones in the backfield. Hits it hard up there, still driving forward for about a 4-yard gain.
That's what Johnny gives you. We talk about it every time he's in there, but Johnny was hit right at the line of scrimmage. He continues to move his legs. He just barrels over you and picks up, a good 4 yards there, guys, on first down. That's what we've been talking about. We need that on first down.
Yeah, that is just what we need. Now we have big Reggie White over here wide. Pulls out there for Southeast on defense. Familiar number, familiar name. Spicer throws a toss out there, and he's going to be caught right at the line of scrimmage. So he's going to back up. So that brings up a 3rd and about 7.
And what we want here is consistency. You get the 4-yard run. The running back made that play. He should, if they're executing their blocks, they have another player down. He should not be being hit at the line of scrimmage. He should be running past the linebackers into the secondary untouched.
Yeah, and that truly is the issue, is that that defensive end came across the line untouched. So you have if nothing else, you got to block the D end on that play. Somebody has to be on him. No one was. He blows up the play behind the line of scrimmage. Johnny cannot do anything with that, and now we're looking at a 3rd and 6, and we're still pinned deep in our own side of the field there, Brian.
And very tough situation here. Daquan Williams there, very talented DN prospect out there. Looks like he's got a shoulder or a hand injury of some type. Really having some issues out there on the field. So our prayers are with Daquan out there.
Yeah, I watched him on film. He's not the biggest guy, but out there playing the D-line at 6'1", 195. But what little film I was able to see on Southeast, he made a lot of plays just like he has tonight. He's been part of our problem tonight, trying to establish a running game.
Yeah, well, they'll move him around from the outside linebacker position to D end, and he's one of those playmakers. He's gonna disrupt that offensive system. Whatever you're throwing their way, he's going to be the one that's responsible trying to break it up. But hopefully this is not a serious injury. He's still down.
Yeah, a lot of came up hard on that toss play. A lot of penetration in the backfield, getting off a block there, making the play out there, and really struggling with a bit of an arm injury right now. So the crowd here is starting to clap as Daquan is taken off the field. Palmetto big down here, 7 minutes 25 seconds remaining here in the third. Palmetto hanging on to this tenuous 6-3 lead. Guys, this feels like a game that we're having a hard time getting it going, and the turnaround time. I see our neighbors from across the river with their short turnaround game having some issues tonight too. Spicer takes this one. Quarterback keep, center of the field. rolls for the first down. Great play.
That's a great run by Jason Spicer. We've been looking for that all night. The offensive line gave him a hole to run through.
Yes, he ran untouched.
That's right.
And that's a good thing.
That's right.
So Palmetto Tigers driving forward. Really no surprise on the play call there, but just excellent blocking up front from the big guys up on the line.
And again, in the Manatee game, we saw this every so often, but then immediately afterwards, all of a sudden we're back in a 3rd and long for whatever reason. So we need some consistency here as we move this ball down the field.
I look for him to run heavy behind Elso Garcia here. Draw him offside. That's going to be a first. Bring a 5-yard penalty, and we're going to move that one up 5 yards, bringing up a nice 1st and 5 there for our Tigers.
Yeah, I believe that's only maybe their 2nd penalty of the night. Southeast. I'm not really sure. Maybe the 3rd. I see 3 on the.
Look at that!
Wow. See, you can't even lie. We can't even make up stuff now.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's not right.
They're showing off, Brian.
No,
our boys are showing off down there.
Let me tell you, Johnny Jones right here is about to break one open.
Johnny Jones to the middle of the field, driving forward for about a 2-yard gain. So that'll bring up a 2nd and 4. Just missed 1 block away, Rick.
Yeah, we talked about some of the injuries that Southeast has had tonight, and they're not real deep.
They're young.
Yeah, and we talked about that last year too. So when somebody goes down for them, I mean, it's a serious issue for them, and hopefully he's going to be okay and get back in the game here.
All right, 2nd and a very short 3, long 2. Spicer takes this. Elso Garcia in the backfield. Johnny Jones in the backfield with him. Garcia rolls to the right. Fakes the handoff. Spicer looking deep. He's got Pompey out there. Good coverage out there by Damian Poole, but very, very close. But that'll bring up a 3rd and 3 at this point.
And that's not a bad call for 2nd and short. It helps stretch the field out, and we're still in a manageable 3rd and 2, and that's what we want.
Yeah, and if there's one area that we're really not sure of yet, 3rd game into the season is, where we're at the wide receiver position. We really haven't outside of Sully that comes in. We haven't really seen a lot of production yet from the receivers. Jason has tried to get the ball to him, but we just don't seem to ever have that separation, Brian. They seem to be covered most of the time.
Well, one thing about Damian Poole there, his brother or cousin Brian Poole was an extremely good corner safety type prospect. I watched him play for years wearing that 24.
And he's playing on Sundays now somewhere, isn't he?
I do believe he's been, he's a guy that had a nose for the ball. And Damon Poole is listed at 6. He's only a junior, 6 foot and 140. Now, that's the cornerback look that you want at the next level. You want the guy that's about 6 foot.
Yeah.
Long arms that can run, and he's an excellent size corner out there. You wonder if he's got the hips to play the position, but obviously so.
So he had a great position on that play, and
because he is a very tall-looking corner out there, and now Palmetto has a 3rd and about 3. Spicer takes it, hands it off. Hammering the ball forward, very close to the first down.
Real close.
We're going to have a measurement on this one, guys.
I tell you what, I think he got it. It's hard to tell from this angle, but Johnny was real close. And they are
first down.
Yeah, good job there by Johnny. Once again, just pound that ball and just pick up a few yards here and there, and good things happen, Kenny.
Sooner or later, as we're going to wear this defensive line down, we're going to break one here, hopefully.
Yeah, Johnny gives you about a half yard or so more than he deserves, and that's all he needed on that play for the big first down. Spicer takes this one under center. Pompey in motion. Fakes. He's got the jet sweep. Pompey sets down. We're going to get a holding call on the backside there, but let's see how the referees sort this one out.
Whoa.
Yeah, we're going to have a hold, I do believe. But, we got big number 32 over there for Southeast. And
linebacker.
Yeah, but
Locke. He's one of the seniors.
Locke.
3 seniors on that defense.
6'3", 185. He comes around the edge untouched. I mean, we're not able to block off the edge, Kenny, at all. I don't care how fast you are. If you can't get
you got
to get a hand on somebody. Just don't hold them.
Yeah, we know that Sydney, he looks like a Xavier Smith back with that number 1 around there, streaking around. He's got that kind of speed, but just 1 block away on that one. 5 minutes and 2 seconds remaining here in the third. Palmetto has this one very 1st and 20 to go after the penalty. Spicer takes this one under center. Drops back, look in the middle of the field. He's got him, and it's Reggie White. He breaks the tackle initially, goes for a very nice 12-yard gain on the play.
Yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you do it, right, Brian? That was a good job by Jason, and even better job here by Reggie to hold on to the ball after getting hit and pick up that first down. So only about a half a second away from a sack there, but Jason keeps his composure and throws a nice ball to Reggie White.
They're doing a good job of looking off the safety, Lee Martin out there, kind of looking off to the right, throwing it back across the middle. Spicer, good job there. Nothing going this time on the handoff. Going to be stopped right there. So that's going to leave us with about a 3rd and 8 on the play.
I saw Spicer yesterday at practice thread the needle on a similar slant play like that. There are signs of a great passer. You know, we just need the consistency. It's there, and when he completed that pass, Coach Marino just got so excited. I was standing right next to him, and he said, this is what we need. All we need to do this is 10 times a game, and we're going to be good.
Yeah, well, this is going to be a chance where he has a chance to air it out a little bit here. 3rd and 7, 3 minutes and 32 seconds remaining, and he's got him offsides. Beautiful job,
right.
Jason. There's Jason Spicer doing his thing. Smart quarterback play right there. Now they're gonna, that's great.
You saw Jason move those hips, right?
Yeah. Well, he moved his leg like I'm calling motion.
Yeah.
So he did I guess you picking it up, and that's like I'm telling the guy to go in motion, right on the edge, right on the cusp, using the old brain power on him.
That's good,
right?
though. You know, Southeast is their right DN number 62. Ramonte Rome. They got him listed at 5'9", 230 as a junior. He's not 5'9".
No.
There's no way. He's about 6'2", 6'3". Would you agree?
I agree. 3rd and 3. Sidney Pompey in motion. Fakes the jet sweep. Inside, that's there. And he's got it to the 40. And he's all the way down to the 31-yard line. And that's why you run the jet sweep earlier and you don't make it.
Yes.
That's the only, it's sequential football, guys.
That's right. And that's what Coach Marino he's so good at doing. He's always thinking 4 or 5 plays ahead. He's setting things up, and just the best run of the night for the Tigers.
Yeah.
And just a few minutes ago, we had a holding call, and we were at 1st and 20, and it looked hopeless. And here we are knocking on the door.
But that same play where we did pick up is what sprung that play there. Excellent job by the guys upstairs and the coaching staff. Spicer's going to get this one, fakes the handoff, keeps it, bounces it outside, trying to stiff arm his way around the corner. He's going to go for about a half-yard loss on that. Clock here at 2:28 in the third.
Yeah, it was a good tackle by Lee Martin Jr. for Southeast, 5'11", 170 junior. He just took the legs out from Jason and didn't allow him to pick up anything. Real good job by that young man, because Jason was trying hard to stiff arm him, but he wasn't going to have anything to do with that.
He hit a couple stiff arms in there, but third time wasn't the charm, right? But Spicer is tough.
Yes, he is.
Love the gamesmanship of Jason Spicer. He's got Elso Garcia in the backfield. Look for someone to follow Elso's block here. Elso gives a big block up front. Good drive on the left-hand side of the line, driving forward for about a 7-yard gain.
Just a good power run, another good one by Johnny Jones, and
following that fullback.
Yeah, we know Elso is going to be putting a helmet on somebody. If you can just stay behind them, there's a good chance you're going to pick up some good yards. Now we're looking at 3rd and 4, very manageable, and it all starts right there at that on the O-line, man. We got to get that line moving.
On the fringe of Enriquez's field goal range, it's about 45 from here. Let's get the first down, guys. Tigers have this one. Elso Garcia in motion. Spicer flips it out there to him, and he slips. It's about a 2-yard loss on the play. So that's going to bring up a 4th and 6 Ball spotted at 31. That would be a 48-yard field goal, correct?
He might give him a shot.
I think they are, Kenny. I mean, that play was just snubbed out by Williams for Southeast, number 7.
He's back out on the field, and he was right in the quarterback's face and just killed that play.
Jason couldn't set up to throw the ball. I tell you, I believe, guys, correct me if I'm wrong, he kicked a 45-yarder against Manatee.
44 last week. This one's 48. He was hitting them from 52 in practice yesterday pretty easy.
Boy, if you could go on 2, you know you'd have them offsides here. You know, because they're going to be coming on this one. 20 seconds remain on the clock. Do we have a stoppage of play? Timeout, Tigers. That's the first one of this second half. 13 seconds remaining here in the third.
Well, let me tell you why. Because number 71 for the Tigers there, Noah Armstrong, was not paying attention. And they had to take a timeout because we only had 10 men on the field. And one was a very important position that Noah fills, which is on the O-line.
And Noah comes in, transfer in here. You know, at 6'3", 300 pounds, you want to have him out there.
Yeah, Noah, we need you, buddy.
It's kind of nice to have those big 300
You need him
pounders.
to get big, and when you're 300, you're already big.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
This is critical field goal here.
A huge kick for Manriquez.
They've got a man back, Southeast does, just in case it's short. Trying to do a Houston on us.
Yeah.
We do have Logan Frazier, new left-handed quarterback, on holding on this one, guys. I don't know if we expect anything different here. Manriquez. Snap is good. Kick is down. It's going to be short.
Yeah, it'll be short. Yeah.
Going to be short. So that'll be 1st and 10 with 13 seconds remaining here in the third Southeast ball.
Yeah, guys, and what's happening? You know, Anthony Marino, he's back with the JV squad. Yes. They had their first game against Venice last night, so Anthony's over there quarterbacking for that team. So, you know, he's going to be our new holder from this point forward, and did a good job there.
Speaking of our JV, they played last night, and they were down 32-14 against Venice. I don't know if they played here or
they played in Venice.
They played in Venice. And almost pulled it out. They lost 38-35, and then our freshmen.
They played here against Venice.
They played here, and what happened, Rick?
They won 40. I think it was 41-0. I lost count, but yeah, it was.
Wow. That is
it was
unbelievable for 9th graders to pitch a shutout and put that many points out. That's amazing.
Taylor takes this in the middle of the field, breaks the tackle, and he's going to roll forward for about a 7-yard gain. And that actually is the big back there, which is Latrell Peavy.
That's going to take us to the end of the third quarter, guys. We're still at 6-3, and you know we saw this against Manatee, and I hate to keep bringing that up, but you know we had opportunities to score against Manatee, and there were a few times where we elected to go for it and not bring Freddie out and attempt a field goal. And, you know, hopefully that won't come back to bite us here. We need to take advantage of the field position, not let Southeast get moving here and get that ball back over here in a better position for them. I just think that defensively we have what it takes to win this ball game. And I think a turnover is going to do it. I think the defense is going to make something happen. They've already given us one score off a turnover. I think they'll do it again.
I'm going to mark your spot on that one, and we'll refer back to that one. As we have the quarter break here, Manatee Community Federal Credit Union, serving anyone who lives, works, or worships in Manatee County. Log on to www.manateecfcu.org to become a member. Manatee Community Federal Credit Union.
You need to tap me on the head when you're about to do that, so I don't keep talking. Just pat, you know, hey.
No, I loved what you were going with there, Rick. I was with it. I'm a football fan and not a very good reader, so, you know, I was love what you had going there. Now, Taylor's going to take this one out of the shotgun. Here we are, starting off this fourth quarter, 12 minutes on the clock. Sets back, scans the middle of the field, throws the ball, big hit out there, and it's going to be almost picked off. Now, excellent coverage there by Derek Bradley coming over there, bringing the heat.
Well, you know, Costello had that right in his hands, number 3 for the Tigers. Just could not haul it in. But once again, I like the coverage.
Yeah,
we had everybody around the ball there, and if you can get a tip ball, you know the defense is going to come down with it.
Yeah, the quarterback, when he was running down the field, he saw that he was open, but our guys closed in on him, and just a little timing error. Otherwise, we would have had a pick there.
Two guys being aggressive, showing up at the same time. That's okay. Taylor back there in the shotgun. Looks, hands all up the back. Ball's on the ground. Still on the ground, and the Seminoles come up with that one. So that will bring up now. So that marker has gone to 4, and we're looking at a punting situation here. Unless you're extremely now, Tigers, it's time to be in that punt safe formation. Right?
Yeah. You know what? I hate to even say it because we can ill afford to jump off sides here.
No,
it's 4th and 3. I wouldn't even think about blocking this punt.
Nope.
Just stay back,
kick it.
Let's try to get some field position out of this. Let's catch the punt if we can.
And, he shanked one already tonight, so just let him kick the ball.
Good snap. Very deliberate, slow approach, and kicks it straight up the barrel. Another tail dragger. That one's going to roll down to about the 33-yard line. So Palmetto will have the ball there, start off the 33 with 10 minutes and 52 seconds.
So it's
6-3, 10 minutes late, early in the fourth quarter. We got the ball. All we have to do is establish a nice long drive and finish this game off.
This is when you really want to see the offensive line take control and allow us just to run the ball down the field and just keep the ball out of their hands. Don't give them another opportunity.
Gentlemen, I hate to stop in here, but we just had tonight's trivia question. Back in the 1960s and early 1970s, Palmetto and Southeast always played on what day? We'll have the answer up in a minute.
I think Kenny knows that one. Spicer's going to take this one under center.
I think Brian knows it.
And he hands the ball off there, and that is
that's
a pile driver of a tackle there, going for about a 1-yard loss on the play. And that was Elijah Davis.
And number 7,
Daquan Williams.
Daquan comes up. He comes up limping, and he may have put a little too much stress on his leg trying to do the atomic body slam there. But he's walking it off, and he's back in there. But
yeah, that was what, Captain Insano from the Water Boy?
You got it.
Okay, but dangerous play there. Pile driving a guy, but close to the edge, but no penalties on that one, so it brings up a second and about 7. Spicer's going to take this one under center. Eric Porter's going to snap this one back to him. Very solid game out of Eric Porter today. Sidney is in motion, hands the ball straight up the middle of the field, going to go for no gain on the play. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 7.
There's just nowhere to run. They're hit right at the line of scrimmage, and you can only do so much as a running back.
Well, they're in a 53, and they're rolling everybody up there. Not much safety help out there. It's very tempting to just go like that one little slant route that we ran just a while ago to the middle of the field. Very tempting.
Yeah, you got big 72 Chauncey Green, 6'0", 265, clogging the middle up on that one. He's a hard man to block.
Davis in the backfield. We've got Osborne in motion. Spicer takes out the shotgun, looks for the bubble, throws the slant. Reggie White, first down, driving forward down to the 50. Kind of a spear of a hit there, no call. And he's knocked himself nearly out on that play, but he's able to shake it off. So, first down, Tigers.
Yeah, and that was another good throw by Jason Spicer. You had Sully open on the left side, but he knew where he wanted to go with that one. A nice throw to Reggie White, and he picks up some big yards after the catch.
And there's just what we were talking about, fellas. And Spicer makes the play. Good play. Now Spicer takes this one under center. 2 out there. Sidney Pompey in motion. Hands the ball off the middle of the field. Elijah Davis driving forward, driving. Still on his feet. He's not down. No whistle. Driving. Keep going, Elijah. Let's go. He's been 30, the 20, the 15, 10, 5, and down to the 5-yard line. Wow.
What a play.
I tell you what, that's aggressive right there. He knew that he wasn't down. I'm just glad that the referees knew it too.
We saw it. He rolled over another player's body and had the presence of mind to just keep rolling down the field, and people were starting, you always played the whistle.
They were easing up.
And they were easing up in the secondary, and Elijah was ready to take that rock to the house. So we've got 8 minutes and 35 seconds remaining here. Big play by Elijah Davis. Great run. Spicer under center. Ball to Elijah did nice cut. Middle of the field, down to the 1 yard line. Excellent block out there. Big, the left side of the line there, just blowing people out.
Yeah, and real good vision by Elijah Davis to be able to cut that back and find some open area and get even closer. We got about, 1st and 3 here to go. We gotta take it to the house here, boys.
Boy, Jesse West over there just annihilated someone out of the tackle position. And Rodshot, of course, being up there, but just amazing blocking on the left-hand side. Spicer takes this one, hands it off to Elijah Davis. Easy, cruising to the end zone, and that's Johnny Jones for the touchdown.
Well, guys, it's just like Novocaine. Sooner or later, it always works. And
wow.
The catalyst was the pitch and catch that we got that first down that kind of opened this thing up, and then the great run, heads-up run there by our backs there.
Wow.
It's been a long time, but that was a great drive.
It was a good offensive series by the entire offensive unit, and good to see us punch it in.
Tigers leading 12-3. Enriquez takes it, kicks it up, and good. So with 7 minutes 45 seconds remaining, Tigers leading this one 13-3. On that play, fellas, it looked, we're running left, and it looked like we had a little zoom action stretch, and then come back to the right side, and big Corey Brady.
Yes.
I saw him on the right side of the line just fire out solo, and then just easy running there for Johnny Jones. Awesome.
Guys, we haven't talked about it at all tonight, but we know that when we play Southeast, it doesn't matter what the records are. It doesn't matter who has the most talent. All that really, you can put that in a trash can. This is a home rivalry game where these kids know each other. They've been playing against each other since Pop Warner, and it's going to be a dogfight.
They renewed this rivalry in 2007. They quit playing when Southeast got so big. And believe it or not, Southeast leads the series 5-4. We've won the last 2 games, but they actually lead the series. And that was all under the Mackley era. We have handled them since Coach Mackley has retired.
Enriquez approaches this one, hits it thin, very high. This is going to be a good coverage kick for our defense. And he's trying to take it out wide, breaks a tackle, and he's at the 30. He's at the 40, and he's going to be tackled at the 44. There is a flag.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a block in the back, which is unfortunate for Southeast because he didn't need any help.
I didn't see it. Did you guys see the block in the back over there?
I saw the Southeast player kind of lightly push one of our guys.
All right, so that will work out for the benefit of the Tigers. Still a big gain on the play, going to back them up from the spot there. So they're going to start somewhere around I would say it'll be about the 26-yard line, somewhere back in there. Look at that. That's 30. That's the 31.
Those calls they're so hard on special teams because all you got to do is just barely put your hands on that player, and they're going to call it. It really wasn't it wasn't an exaggerated block in the back. I'll tell you that.
We'll take it. I would not have begged that one if there was not a flag call for sure. 7 minutes and 35 seconds here. Southeast trying to get out there and claw their way back into this thing. Tiger defense looking tough. Taylor back in the shotgun. Hands the ball off to the big bag, makes a nice cut to the middle of the field, goes for about a 2-yard gain. So that's going to bring up about a 2nd and 8.
The defense has really come out here in the second half. They made a few adjustments. We haven't seen those big runs up the middle that we saw in the first half. Credit to the coaches on that, and just about controlling the line, and they're doing that, Kenny.
Yes.
Taylor's going to take this one out of the shotgun, looking over the field, and we must have stepped across the line here because we've got a flag
Everybody's
thrown.
pointing at everybody else.
So false start on the
That's on
offense.
them.
So somebody moved a hand or something there. I didn't see it, but again, we'll take it, Tiger fans. 7 minutes, 2 seconds. That's going to back them up. Now we've got a 2nd and 15. Taylor takes it, middle of the field, and big hit right there.
Yeah, good job. Let me tell you, that was Elso Garcia that came up there and got his hands wrapped around the legs of big number 6 there, Alex Taylor, and then he took a hit on the way down. That was a slobber knocker there, buddy. I'm surprised he even got up.
In our day, they used to say, way to use your headgear. Today, they say, you're going to sit out a half.
Yeah,
Sit out a half, and if you're paying for playing in NFL, you're fined.
But here is a big one, 3rd and 18. Don't look for the Tigers to play overly aggressive on this. Kind of got a nickel dime look coverage out there. Anyway, he drops back to pass, middle of the field.
Right to him.
Excellent play. He's at the 10, the 5, touchdown. Wow.
It came a little late, but I think I called that.
That's Trevante Thompson.
You called it?
Didn't I say we would get a turnover for a score? Did I say something like that or no?
Beautiful. You did. You did.
I was kidding defensive coordinator Cucci earlier that's the only thing
That's
they
right.
haven't done.
That's right.
And he was on them about, hey, we're going to need to score until our offense gets going, and they just sealed the deal right there.
Yeah, Coach Cucci will bring that up to you when he sees you.
Trevante.
Yes, he will.
Trevante.
He's proud of his team.
Yes.
He has every
Thompson.
right to.
Did he, you're the pillar, that is just, when they run the camps, that is exactly where you're supposed to be on
That's
that.
right.
Yes.
That's,
right.
6, 7 yards on.
Yes.
Here's what you do when you give them this look. Just beautiful coaching and execution there by our Tigers. Manriquez takes this one, drives it through, so your Tigers are now leading 20-3 with 5 triple nickels, 5:55 left on the clock.
Well,
I feel a whole lot better now. It was 6-3 here a little while ago, and it was going either way. We're back to our trivia question.
Now, just a reminder here from the booth that back in the 1960s and early 1970s, Palmetto and Southeast used to play on what day? And I think a few of the guys up there in the booth had it. Anybody up there got a guess?
Labor Day?
Don't know about Labor Day, but anyways, here's the answer. Thanksgiving Eve with an 8 p.m. kickoff.
You remember the 8 p.m. kickoffs?
Yes. And what was the name of that game? There was a trophy that was
It
going
was
back.
the Joe Canan Sr., not the longtime Manatee coach.
That's right.
Joe Canan Sr. for the most valuable player.
Of that.
And we would always, one time they played on Thanksgiving Day at Hawkins Stadium.
Yes.
It had less than 1,000 people there. And,
Wow.
They moved the game when during the Peter Warwick days when they got so big, they moved it to the beginning of the season. And now we're playing here. Since we renewed the rivalry, they've been playing, the second or third week. But always at the end of the year, always on Wednesday night.
And, I think John Morrell got the Joe Canan Award, Senior Award back in 1978. Is that correct?
79, 78, yes.
Okay,
yes.
so
yes.
I did remember that. That was a
Yes.
big night where he really put his name on the map.
Yes.
But Labor Day, what was I thinking, guys? The Thanksgiving.
That was Labor Day Monday. That's why you were thinking about it.
Golly, yeah, I was thinking holiday. Okay, Manriquez takes this one, drives a high, just crushed it, hits the bar, bounces off the back line, hits the bar. That is a touchback, so they're going to have to go from the 20. Excellent position here for our Palmetto Tigers to close the deal on this one. Wrap it up, Rick.
yeah, it's just been a lot easier to breathe here in the second half since we have put some points on the board. Because, like you were saying, Kenny, when you're only up by 3, and the field's been a little wet, so it's slippery. Anything can happen. So. Just a good second half for the Tigers.
I mean, we were going to see the Manatee game all over again, where a freak play like on that punt,
right,
propels them to get the only score of the game, and we're going to be 1-2.
Just superior defense being played by this Palmetto defense. You know, even our statistician here, Steve Johnson, can do the math on this if you add up these small scores in these games.
Another sack.
Now Taylor takes a sack back there in the back of the end zone.
I think that was Lester Johnson.
About at the 10-yard line, Lester Johnson.
There's
Cameron Moore.
Oh,
all right.
And another new name that we're calling. I mean, we're just every game we have broadcasted on Tigervision, our defense has just dominated 4 quarters.
Now handoff to the middle of the field. Ooh, nice run there for about 7 yards. Hey, Rick, you got an update there?
I got a few here from 941updates.com. We've got Braden River 42, out of Baker 7, Lakewood Ranch 3, Riverview 34 in the third, and Venice 35, Manatee 7 in the third, and St. Stephen's is losing 24-6 to Calvary Christian.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Now we're going to have Taylor take this one out of the shotgun, one back. He's going to be throwing the ball all around the yard, you would think. He drops back, looks for the slot receiver, throws the deep out there, and excellent. That wasn't interference.
I don't think that's pass interference.
I disagree.
The ball was in his hands, and he knocks the ball out of his hands. That's not pass interference. I totally disagree with that call, and I guess I should since it was on the Tigers. But he did not touch that receiver until the ball was in his hands. And
it really didn't face guard. You know, he didn't get his head around, but he did not face guard. He waited till the ball touched his hand and ripped it out.
That's just a terrible call.
Yeah.
And look at our coaches are giving him fits.
Yeah.
Well, because, you know, when you have a call like that, it makes you angry.
Yeah.
It brings out.
It brings out some that you know.
Who is that fired up down there? That's not.
Did he turn?
Let me tell you what it'll do.
That's Marino. I think.
It'll bring out Frank the Tank on you, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now.
You gotta watch out for him now. 4 minutes and 37 seconds remaining here. Palmetto hanging on. First down and 10 after the pass interference call. Taylor back in the shotgun. Hands the ball off. Surprisingly, draw action. And that's going to work. He goes for about 8 yards before he's down. And it's going to be down. His knees on the ground, so it'll be a 2nd and 2. Clock is running, though.
We'll take those runs, Brian.
Yeah.
Absolutely, all night. They're going to run out of time.
Huh. Interesting.
Emotionally, that just...
you got to throw the ball past the first down marker, stop the clock, or have an incomplete pass at this point in the game. Taylor's back there, taking the ball in the shotgun. He's got 2 out here. Hands the ball off again, draw action. He's got the first down, and then nice move there by the back. Goes for about a 7-8 yard gain. First down, stops the clock here with 3 minutes and 53 seconds.
All we want to do here is keep them in front of us, let them run the ball, eat the clock up, and just bend but don't break. Yeah, they're going to get some runs, but we just want to keep them out of the end zone.
Yeah, Lester comes in to try to get the quarterback, and that's where the tailback ran.
So here we go. Taking it out of the shotgun, throwing in the middle of the field, wide open receiver there, takes a nice cut, and he's going to be tackled at the 35. You know, nice play there by Terrence Pryor Jr.
Yeah, you always say this when a team is in a hurry-up offense, but it's kind of like, why don't you just do that the whole game, right, Kenny?
Yeah,
because it's working, but
that's
not the way it works.
The other guys are not in that prevent defense that they're looking at either. Yeah, but the clock is the enemy now. 3 minutes and 45 seconds remaining. 1st and 10 for the Seminoles, driving down to the 35-yard line. Taylor's going to take it out of the shotgun. And we've got a flag there. Southeast player going to the end zone.
And I'm not sure if that's going to be on us or I think it's going to be illegal motion.
Illegal motion
by
before
Southeast, so that'll take those points off the board.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw the offensive lineman move there, and I thought that would be a dead ball.
Should have been.
The side judge on our side is the one that's picked it up. Is he the one through the flag? I believe so.
Yes.
Yeah.
And in high school, because encroachment defensive, you don't have the opportunity to jump back, so it's a dead ball. So it's going to be a dead ball. It can't be called either way without it being a dead ball. It's not going to be a free play.
But now we seem to be having more discussion than we need to. I don't know what they're even talking about.
Move them back 5
Yeah,
yards
move
and
'em.
let's get on with
Let's
it.
go forward or backwards 5 yards, and there's no free play on that deal at the line here in high school.
There seems to be a debate going on.
Wow.
They're flipping a coin.
Interesting. It can't be a touchdown in high school. You draw them off sides. It's a.
I mean, and now they go back into the huddle. The referees do to try to figure out what is going on. And
Interesting, guys. Interesting. We want you to talk about it at home because here in the booth, it's been a little quiet on this one.
we don't know what to say. It's almost like they don't agree with each other.
Oh.
And they are. Are they picking that flag up?
Touchdown.
Yes, they are.
Now, wait a
Wow.
minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Wow.
Wait a minute.
That's
Wait a minute. 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 Okay, they go in motion. We jump offside, which is immediately in high school. That's it, right?
And that would explain why the guy ran in, caught the pass and ran in.
There's
They
no-
were
there's-
the
there's
ball.
no-
It's a dead ball.
There's no free play in high school, correct?
No.
I've been watching too many games on Saturdays, but okay. So that's a touchdown, and so that's 20-9 here, 3 minutes and 33 seconds.
Those are two terrible calls here on that series, but we got to bounce back here. And
Julio Martinez takes this one, and it's blocked.
Blocks
It's
it.
a very low kick. So that score's gonna be knotted up. It's 20-9, 3-3-3, and look for an onside kick or something.
I was
something
thinking
peculiar
the
right
same
here.
thing. They're gonna try something here to get.
Well,
They need to get the ball back.
Yeah,
Yes.
they have to. They can't allow us to get the ball here and control the rest of this game because they need to get in here and they need to get two more scores.
I may be wrong on all that, but my granddaughter would say, "What happened?"
Yeah,
I'm still trying. What happened on that?
I don't think that they know what happened. I seriously do.
Covington would be confused on that one. She's two. 3 minutes 33 seconds. Southeast kicking here, 20-9, trailing 20-9. Look for an onside kick here.
That conversation went something like this. I don't think I saw what you think I saw.
I don't disagree. Now we have Remedy Employer Services here. We're going to have the results of this onside kick, and I'm going to break down the Remedy ad for you guys, one of our favorite sponsors. Now this is a big one here. Julio Martinez coming in for the onside kick. See if he tries to punch one over the top. Nope, it's an onside kick, a good one.
Oh my.
We got it.
We got it.
With a little bit of luck,
Wow.
we got that thing.
Reggie White, good to have the good receiving out there. That was a fine offense. That was a fine offside kick.
Yeah, 'cause let me
onside
tell you,
kick.
that bounce.
That's as good as you're going to see at any level on that kick, and it could have went either way.
Well, it actually bounced off of number 23, Brandon Waiters.
Yes.
And then Reggie was able to get the deflection, and yeah, a lot of luck there.
Heads up play. Remedy Employer Services, our favorite local PEO, providing payroll services, benefits, and so much more. Remedy Employer Services. Now 3 minutes 23. Palmetto has got the ball here. Timeouts. Does Southeast have any?
They have all three, I do believe.
Three in the
Yeah.
pocket,
They got
right?
two?
They have two.
in the pocket. So we've got 2 timeouts left for Southeast. Oh, we've got a penalty there. Maybe some movement along the line for Palmetto. We don't want to see the stoppage of play there. And we did have an illegal shift on the offensive line there. That's going to back them up 5 yards.
All of a sudden, we've got hankies flying all over the place. It's been a relatively penalty-free game up to this point here in the last 5 minutes, though.
They've made up here in the last this quarter, I think, for sure.
Okay, so again, I keep saying this. The clock's 3:25. Now it starts to go. That's been stuck there for quite a while. Southeast does have 2 timeouts and probably burn one of those at the completion of this play. Spicer's going to take this one under center. He's got Elso Garcia back there with Elijah in the back, Elijah Davis in the backfield. Sidney Pompey out here to the right. Elijah Davis takes it to the middle of the line, surges forward for about a 7-yard gain. So
just a good push. We'll get
let's
back to the original line of scrimmage and a few
Yeah, we
extra.
get that back, so now we have a manageable 2nd and 9. We've got to move the chains here.
Interesting decision not to stop the clock here. Still running down, and 2 minutes and 36 seconds remaining on the clock. It's going to be pretty close. Palmetto trying to milk that clock down. Sidney Pompey's out here in motion. Elijah Davis in the backfield. Spicer under center, and Elso Garcia in the fullback position.
Once again, you'll see Jason try to take this thing down to the last second.
Good job, Jason. Elijah Davis takes it center field, falls down.
Now the timeout.
Now the timeout comes. So Southeast Seminoles will have 1 timeout remaining, 2 minutes and 3 seconds on the clock here
So
in this fourth.
do we run another slant?
You know what? If we could just pick up the DN and run one more jet sweep. You know, we haven't been successful tonight because we just haven't put bodies on bodies, you know, and we've got the speed to get around that edge. I don't know if they're just going to try to run up the middle and just try to take some more seconds off the clock. But you would think that they're going to call their second timeout or the third. It would be their third
It'll be their
timeout.
last, yes.
Yeah, so with 2:09, we're up 20-9. You know, it's not critical that we pick up this first down, but we dang sure would like to. You know, we just got to figure out the best move, and they're going to be looking for us to run up the middle. I'd like to see something go around the edge.
Yeah, like a Sullivan player, something like that.
Right.
Sullivan's out here wide. One thing you want to do not step out of bounds if you are running on the wide play here, Tigers. Now Spicer takes this one, hands it off to Elijah Davis, breaks a hole. He's got it. He's out.
And he's got the
first
first.
down.
That's exactly that's what I call it right there. Right up, right up the middle. You know, you think that Southeast is waiting for that, so you have to give all the credit to the O-line on that.
Yeah.
Because you know that's what they're looking
They
for.
open the hole,
Yeah.
and they're back, big enough so that the back can scoot through, first down, move the chains, and life is good.
Clock running down. The enemy of the Southeast Seminoles tonight, 1:54. Boy, these Seminoles have been tough, fellas. I mean,
They
this
have.
team came in here tonight ready to play.
Well, I tell you, all the credit to these young men.
Spicer hands the ball off. Elijah Davis, nice cutback. He's going to be tackled there. So he goes for about a 2-yard gain. Clock remains, keeps running down. Big Rashad is out there on the field. They're going to get him out of there. It looks like he's got a little bit of an ankle cramp, something going on. So
Yeah, he's been hobbling all game, and they just need to get him out of there and get him in the training room and a good night's sleep first, and get him well. We need him well.
Yeah, and Destin Bransford tonight, 5'9", 260, has come in to replace Rashad, really on both sides of the ball, and really did a fine job. One man down, one man steps up, and Destin Bransford with a fine game tonight. Spicer hands the ball off to Elijah Davis, bounces it to the outside, cuts it back to the inside, and he's going to go for about a 4-yard gain, some extracurricular activity out there. Poole comes out with it late, but ball's down.
Yeah, you have to give so much credit to this Tiger team. You play a hard battle Monday night. I mean, you know,
Physical.
You're physical. You're beat up. You're tired. You're bruised, as Southeast calls their third and final timeout. Come out here tonight. You know this is going to be a fired-up Southeast team that you're going up against, and you know, we start off a little slow offensively, but we get the job done, and that's really all that matters. Is that we're going to win this game. It's 20-9 with 36 seconds to go, and that just shows you how hard they fight and how hard they work to get the job done. That's just a great testament to.
And this was probably hard, despite all the stuff going on. It was probably hard to get ready to play Southeast. They have been down. They've 5-16 over the last 2 years. They just got a new head coach in Rashad West. They're very young. We're bigger than them. You know, everything's there for us to just show up on paper and blow them out. But you know, hats off to the Seminoles. They have given us a dogfight tonight and played their hearts out. And it's been a battle. And Palmetto Southeast, the rivalry's been around 50 years. And like you said earlier, it doesn't matter records or past performance. It's always going to be a dogfight.
3rd down and 6. Jason Spicer's going to take this one under center, and he's got Elijah Davis in the backfield. Spicer keeps it, goes to the center line. Get down, Jason. That's fine. And time's going to be that's winding down here. You know, Keaton's office supply. Speaking of Southeast, and you know, we played Manatee and we're Palmetto, and in Manatee County here, Keaton's office supply has they're real people. Fast and service. They've been serving the business needs of this community since 1951. Yeah, I've been so impressed with Southeast, taking the time out there. You know, only 20 some odd seconds left on the clock. Sending a message to the guys out there, you know, and I'm also with the Palmetto Tiger guys. You know, their uncles and cousins are saying, well, Southeast used to have the Peter Warwicks and they used to have the Rich Robicks running around out there,
McPherson,
and you know, and they didn't listen to all that. You know, they came prepared to play. And on the other side of the ball, Southeast came out here, and they had some flashes out there of a lot of those teams from the old. Very impressed with their performance tonight.
They have been down in the last few years, but they still have the skilled athletes there. That's for sure.
And the coaching staff over there never quit on this game, especially here late in the 4th quarter, staying with it to the very end. Spicer will take this one. Elso Garcia in the backfield with him, and Spicer just keeps this one, breaks it to the outside. Stay in bounds, Jason. Get down. And he's going to go down there. That's fine. 14 seconds remaining on the clock. And that should just about do it, fellas. That's a change of possession. Southeast get the ball 14 seconds, but you're not going to get 11 out of this one.
No. I tell you, I just got caught up watching Spicer. I forgot I was supposed to say something. It was just nice. It was just nice to see Jason, you know, come out here after that Manatee game and struggling tonight early on to keep his offense pumped up and focused and to put 20 points on the board. I mean, we take 7 off for the defensive interception, the pick 6, but I thought Jason did a really good job again tonight with just keeping his offense focused on the big picture here. Is that we got to pick up first downs and we got to keep our defense off the field a little bit, you know.
And again, that last play, he can run the ball and step out of bounds. He knows he's going to turn it in, take a hit, but he's trying not to stop the clock. And just really heads-up play there by Spicer. And there's a little bubble screen. Great catch out there, and he takes it to the middle of the field at the 50. Wow, what a super catch there, and that was Queon Birch with a circus catch to end this one. So our Palmetto Tigers are going to win, guys.
And
great
tell you what, just what a great week. You know, not that Monday night was a joy to watch, but to know that we have a team that's not going to dwell so much on the past, that was painful for them. I know they had a chance to win, they couldn't do it, but they come back out here tonight against crosstown rivalry, Kenny, and they get the job done. And you know, we go to 2-1 record, and
a win is a win. It wasn't pretty tonight. We've had 6 quarters where the offense has been non-existent. They finally come out of their funk here, and we've seen a little light. And it's all about getting better each week as we prepare for our district games. You know, 6 weeks from now, we got Braden River coming in here, and we better have everything fine-tuned by then. And we still got a long ways to go. Defense, another stellar effort. I think we escaped. We know we got a few bumps and bruises out there, but another physical game. But I think we've escaped any major injuries. And you know, we next week we go south to Sarasota. You know, they treat us well there.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, they really take care of us in the press box. I was thinking about that tonight. Looking forward to that. And we play our first. I believe they're in our district. It's our first district game. It'll be our first test, and we'll line up. They'll get to rest a little bit, and much needed. We're seeing what happened. Manatee did not have the same performance tonight. Result, but our win wasn't pretty, but it was pretty enough, and we move on. Let's get ready for Sarasota.
Yeah, really, guys, really worried about that during the week this week as I sat through thinking, man, that's such a fast turnaround. It gets you all out of sync, and we're not going to be able to, make the turnaround so quickly and be prepared for Friday night. Very impressed. Yeah, a little bit of a hangover there in the third quarter, a little sluggish coming out of that one, but or in the first quarter, first half, but very impressed. Tigers, and when you talk about a run-heavy package like the Tigers have with a big offensive line, good things should happen in the third and fourth quarter when you have a great defense. And great defense, once again, by our Tigers. Just another outstanding performance. Before we turn it out, did you want to give us some scores, Rick?
I gave you a few more. The Braden River, this is a final 42, Braden River 14 out of Baker, Lake Worth Ranch 3, Riverview 41. That's the final. And this is also a final. Venice 42, Manatee 7.
Okay.
And, of course, our final here. And then St. Stephen's 19, Calvary Christian 24. I'm not sure if that's the final, but it's got to be getting close. So, Manatee comes out sluggish, guys. They were not able to pull it off, and Venice puts up 42 points on them and wins that ball game.
Wow.
That's a tough place to play. We found that out last year.
Absolutely.
Making that trip down there.
Well, one of the things we don't have with us tonight is Tom Porter.
Tom Porter,
our amazing field side reporter for us. Tom Porter, sideline reporter. We're missing him tonight with the coaches' interviews. So I think we'll wrap it up for the folks here at Tigervision. First, I want to say thanks to all the support we had. Good friends, Bart Hoopengartner, Bill Britt and Brian came in, a friend of Bill's, to help us on the cameras. Of course, we always has Chris Bussell, Luke Bussell, Jordan Varnador, Chad Burton, and Stefano. Really is amazing here, helping us run the show here, and we are so grateful for the guys up in the box for all the talent that keeps this going for us. Well, tonight's final score, your Palmetto High Tigers 20, the Southeast Seminoles 9. Be sure to join us again next Friday night, September 16th at 7:15 p.m. as we travel to Sarasota High School to face the Sarasota Sailors in a very important district game. My broadcast partners, Mr. Rick Wells, Ken Burton Jr., and I, along with the entire production staff of Tigervision via PalmettoHighSports.com, wish you a very safe weekend. Go Tigers.
This has been a presentation of Tigervision on PalmettoHighSports.com. Be sure to tune in next week as we travel to Sarasota. Good night, Tiger fans.